You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you have strength. You have found strength. This is a quote by Marcus Aurelius, and today I want to just kind of envelop myself fully into you guys and give you my thoughts on this quote, and just kind of work through it in my mind on what I think this is. And this is what I'm going to be doing every day on my channel. I'm going to make it a daily habit. And if you enjoy this video, give me a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more, because every single day I'm going to be doing another stoic quote, and it's just going to be repetitive, and it's just going to help me uncover my mind better, and you guys can uncover your minds as well in the process with me. So, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you have found strength. I think a lot of us, we spend time in our mind because, we're just unconscious about it. Like, just constantly worrying and thinking about things that, we have no control over. And one of the top ideologies of Stoicism is learning what you have control of. A lot of us, we struggle finding what we have control over, and we can be blind to this. Like, if we're feeling a lot of anxiety, all these emotions that we think are enveloped in our body, and that we have to feel. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to feel this way. You don't have to be depressed. You don't have to be anxious. You don't have to do any of these things. Gaining control over that mind is what everybody should be striving for. And by realizing that you have power over this thing inside your head, and you can work with it, it's such a great feeling. And by realizing that the outside events that happen to you, whether it's, somebody dies in your family by a plane crash, or, you trip and fall, you stub your toe, from great events to just the simplest tasks of, somebody told you that they didn't like what you were wearing. This stuff, it sends a response to us that we don't like, and that we feel friction towards, like the brake pads and rotors on a car. Once the pads is completely eroded, it's just friction. And that friction that originally goes on in our mind, we tend to just be a slave to it. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be. You don't gotta be a slave to this friction in your mind. I mean, at the end of the day, being able to have control of whatever somebody says to you, feel like you don't have to respond or react, and like having that power of, like, their words will not hurt me. They will only hit my brain and go right out the other end. If somebody tells me that they don't like the way that I look or any of these things, I sit there and I reflect back on one of the quotes Marcus Aurelius said was, for you cannot fix on me what is ugly. You cannot fix on me what you do not like. I cannot fix on me what I do not like. What I like and what you like are two different things. And by me thinking, like, why do they not like it? Why is this? That means that I really don't have enough things to care about. I've been reading this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and by being able to choose what you care about, you give up that, you give that power up to yourself. And you don't give that power to others that are saying bad things about you. So at the end of the day, the main goal is to try to find control over your mind. And just to look up certain things that you can do. One of the main things that's helped me is a Kung Fu Panda quote. I know, Kung Fu Panda. But the quote says, "The past is history. The future is a mystery. The present is now. Therefore, that is why it's called the present. Now, I may not have said that quote right, but what it means is the future is a mystery. Anxiety is derived by thinking in the future, worrying about the future. You cannot control the events that will happen in the future. For the only thing you can control is how you act in this current moment. The past is history. What that means is depression is caused by feeling deprived from the past, or dwindling on the past, or dwelling on the past, thinking on the past and feeling sad. You don't have to think about the past, for the past is not here anymore. So why are you thinking about it? The past was a while ago. Yesterday is the past. Today is the only thing that you have complete and utter control of. Waking up and having a smile on your face and being good to those around you, that is strictly in your control. Even if you don't feel good yourself, bringing that higher vibration and that higher energy turns back on yourself and helps your mind just feel better. Outside events change our perspective on things, whether we like it or not. But by letting the control not affect you as much as it would, if a tornado hits you, you're going to be affected by it. But realizing that does not determine the rest of your life. This tornado hits you and it may suck because you have nothing. You literally have nothing. But you will get better. Things will get better. You have control over your mind. You have control over this. This thing will be telling you, it will be going haywire. Hey, we just got hit by a tornado. It will be going off the walls with all this negative stuff. But having that control over it and not being a slave to your mind is something we all should strive for. Something that will give us great power. I think I lack control over my mind a lot of times, whether it's me driving in my car and somebody's on my tail and I'm like, I gotta speed up because, I don't want them to get mad, or like, I don't want them to drive around and shoot me through my car. This stuff goes through my mind. But by just sitting there and while I'm driving, thinking, they can go around. And if they shoot me through the window, they shoot me through the window, because I am not scared of death. Death will come to me when it is my time. But by saying these stoic principles, I feel better. Now I go at the speed that I want to go. If people don't like it, they get the fuck around me. That's just one instance of me getting controlled by my mind. Because for years, I would just speed up and, cause risk to myself, risk to me getting into an accident, causing injury to another person. But by instead letting the impatient people go around me, I will be better, safer, and living a more fulfilled life. Gaining that power back over my mind, that power back over myself, to where I can focus on other places where I need to gain that power. By being able to pinpoint where you need to gain that power in your life, where you're slacking, that is key. And taking it one step at a time, because you can't just completely get control over your mind in one night. It's by a constant repetition of action. It's a constant wavelength of going up and down, up and down. I may be getting off track. I may be getting off track here, but you have control over your mind. If you enjoyed this video or got any sort of value out of it, then give this video a thumbs up. If not, that's completely up to you. You have control over your day. You have control over what you do. And don't forget that.